This is the video reflection response to the final and answering the 7 questions that you asked us to. Starting off, my favorite part of class is that you genuinely want to know information about us, like who we are. As soon as the semester began, you wanted to know like our name, our major, where we're from, and you would keep on saying that every time we came in the class. You would try to remember who is who, and no other professor has done that before. And so I think that that's really cool that this is a gen ed class, but you still like genuinely care about us. And I think like most professors do on campus, but still, I just feel like this sets you apart. And another thing that I really enjoyed about your teaching style was that at the beginning of the semester you said like we were gonna interact with everybody in class and get to know everybody before the end. And that's what happened. And so, like it wasn't an awkward, another gen ed class where you only know maybe 1 or 2 other people, but you really got to know everybody in class and you made class just so fun. I don't think I had a thing that I didn't enjoy about class. It was just honestly my favorite class this semester. And my favorite moment was playing True American on the last day of class. Definitely memories were made there. It was really fun. The second question, sorry, I have my notes again. The information about this class has helped me think about the world, like not just like in music. This is a music and Western culture class, like you pointed out, which was something I never realized, but I feel like you did a great job of trying to take that step back and really look at music and how it has impacted the world and its influence and where it came from, who played major roles like Martin Luther and Hildegard. And you tried to show us like music, like reading the article about the culture in Africa, and then Taylor Swift's different articles. Like you tried to show us different perspectives, and it wasn't like these are my beliefs and you have to believe them, but you gave us several different voices who had major influences in the music industry from way long ago till even to this day. And so I think that really made me think about music differently and where it all began. So I think that was really cool. I was really proud of myself during True American because I remembered a lot more than I thought I would. You gave us those cheat sheets, but still, when I was reviewing before we started, I was remembering the vocab, and I think that helped before class, after we did devotion, you would always have us review what we learned previously, and I think just reviewing that really helped solidify in my brain, especially the information. So I thought that was really cool, and I was kind of proud of myself. True American, that was so much fun. I'm glad we did that. I would probably, an assignment I would redo would be my listening map, because I probably didn't put as much effort into it as I could have, because I think I was a little confused, and so I should have asked you or Alyssa, but I probably would have, if I'd asked for your help, I probably would have then be able to become a little more creative in how I presented it, instead of just doing the form and the melody, and try to be a little more creative. Because like you told us, we're all creative people. Even though I don't think so, I probably could have pushed myself a little bit more. My grade, I would say that I deserve a 90 because I participated in class and I responded when you called upon me, even though I probably didn't speak up as much as I could have. I still did, and when you called on me, I answered. And coming from an introvert, that's really good. And I've probably spoken more in your class than I have in any other of my classes, so kind of proud of myself for that too. I think I definitely grew. I thought I knew music, being in a family who, like, we sing, and music has always been a part of my life. Being in choir at church, I played the piano and the flute, but I think that your class really humbled me and allowed me to see, like, again, that, like, more the technical side of music and what things mean, and like what composers, like, their perspective, and like learning about the hymns, like those major hymns that I knew. I never knew the history. Sorry, I'm trying to the light. I never knew the history that, like, those who wrote, the composers who wrote those pieces, said they had been through a tragedy, and it was terrible. They lost someone, so it was shipwrecked. It was just horrible things, but they still turned to God. And I think that's just powerful, and I love that you really, like, dove into that and made that spiritual connection, and just always brought God into our classroom, into our class time. You didn't shove it down our throat, but you welcomed him, and I could really tell that. So yeah, your class was definitely my favorite class. Probably so far at Lee, probably will be my favorite class. But you just, with your teaching strategies, you made it fun, you made it, for us, like using Kanye and Taylor Swift and Hamilton, things that we know and we still learn. Like, Kanye's the king of polyphonic music, you know? Ed Sheeran's the king of ostinato. So these are things that I'll remember because of you. So thank you for being an awesome teacher. I'm really glad I got to be in your last semester of music and culture. Really sad you're not going to teach it anymore, and that nobody else will get to know how amazing you are in teaching music and culture and being in your class. But thank you for all the hard work that you put into it, and it was definitely the highlight of my Tuesday and Thursday. All right, well, thank you. Bye.